Hello, everybody. Elmer Dayton here with the IJJ News. Today, we're here watching the court case of Kinsley Darkblade. She is appealing her charges that we mentioned yesterday, which is perjury and I believe forgery or some sort. Our last report was on the pursuit, the prison break, and all that followed her going to prison and all that such. She did not wish to comment on her crimes at that time, but today we're going to watch her go through court, the appeals court, and see what the judge may say and others may say about this. But let's get right into it.
I would love to do that. We're here today because Officer Darkblade is accused of lying under oath, but the truth is that she didn't lie. This state is trying to turn a misunderstanding into something that is not. She gave her answer based on what she thought was being asked. She was not trying to deceive anyone. This isn't perjury, it's a mistake. It's not a crime. Officer Darkblade didn't lie, and we asked you to see for what it really is.
All right, thank you. You can go and take a seat. All right, what we're gonna do, because this is gonna be a little informal, since it's kind of me that is looking at the appeal charge of another judge that put this upon you. We're gonna be taking a little bit a different approach, if you will. Miss Darkblade, if you wish to approach the podium, you're gonna be sworn in. And then I will allow Attorney Rose, if you have questions you wish to ask your client, you may before I do. And then we'll go from there.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you evacuate the inflatable arm flailing tube man or Kiflam?
I do.
Great. All right, Attorney Dr. Mayor Rose, do you have any questions you wish to ask your client in regards to the events that happened yesterday and which caused her to get perjury?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and stand up and make sure you're shouting, both of you.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then, yep, go ahead and ask the questions.
Hi, Kinsley.
Okay.
So I have a few questions for you. Were you asked if you had any body cam footage when you were asked if you had any body cam footage, right?
Yes, I was asked if I had body cam footage.
When you said yes, were you trying to lie or mislead anyone?
No.
The next question was about whether there was body cam footage of Blaze being searched. When you answered yes, were you trying to say the footage exists and not that you didn't have it personally on you?
When you say that it doesn't exist, as in that I didn't have it ready for presentation.
Correct.
Yes, Your Honor. I mean, yes. Sorry. Yes.
So when you said yes, it was because you were confirming the footage exists, not because you were saying that you had it, correct?
Yes.
Do you see how the question about having the footage and the question whether or not exists could be confusing?
Yes. I did get confused.
They're two different things, right?
Yeah.
When you answered yes, was it because you misunderstood the question and not because you were trying to lie?
Yes, I misunderstood the question.
Did
Okay,
you
I'm gonna
intend to?
just one thing, and I know this is your first case, and ultimately I don't really care in this situation. But try and stay away from leading questions. All right, it clearly seems like you're trying to lead her into a yes answer. You want to stay away from that. You want them to be kind of open ended. But I
I'm
hear you.
allowing her to be open-ended if she wants to. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm just letting you know, for future reference to try and not lead your client into an answer. So that's all.
Okay.
We can talk about that later. But continue. I'm not going to object to it, really. Go ahead.
Okay. My last question, did you intend to give false information or was it just a simple misunderstanding of the wording in the question that threw you off?
No, I mean, like I said, I was on duty. I would never want to lie to anyone or anything about anything. Um, I misunderstood the question, gave my answer under the understanding that I had, which ended up getting me this charge.
Okay. That's all that I have, Your Honor.
Okay. I got a few questions, and then I'll be calling someone else to the stand on my own behalf. Okay. So, what, in your recollection, what exactly was the question that was asked to you yesterday, uh, in regards to what caused you to perjure yourself?
I was asked whether or not I had body cam footage of Mr. Herbington being searched.
Okay, and you said yes, you did, and then I'm assuming later it came out that you did not have body camera footage.
So I stated as it's an open-ended question of do I have body cam footage of him being searched? I do have body cam footage of him being searched. However, I do not have body cam footage of me searching him. I have body cam footage of Captain Vivian Fleur searching him.
Understood. I mean, that's a very different. I mean, that's honestly semantics, and I think that's you. In my opinion, that sounds reasonable. Uh, does do you understand, and does your attorney Rose understand that body camera footage is not admissible in this courtroom?
I do understand that, which is why I was confused on why it was asked.
Yeah, I think that's something I'll have to talk to Mr. Dewitt about. Who asked you the question? Was it Mr. Dewitt or was it someone else?
Originally, I think it was Captain Vivian Fleur, but then Mr. Spector went more into depth, which is when I got the charge of perjury.
Okay. All right. So who brought up the body camera footage first? Was it you that was trying to explain that you had a defense for the police, or was it a question that was asked prior?
I believe it was a question that was asked prior to get me to look at the MDT in which we had a picture of the suspect's pockets.
Okay. Well, Miss Fleur, you're right beside me. Are you aware that the uh courts do not allow body cam footage in this courtroom?
Yes, I am aware.
Were you aware of yesterday, or were you aware of it after the fact that she perjured herself?
Oh, I was aware of it yesterday, but the question that I asked her was if she had photo evidence or any form of way to prove that the suspect had the FNXs on him.
Okay, so photo evidence is what you asked, and then I assume the response you're saying is she said she had body camera footage of the search happening. Does that
Yeah.
sound correct, Miss Darkblade?
Yes, Your Honor.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm trying to think if I have any other questions in regards to that. I don't think so at this time. Attorney Rose, do you have any questions for your client?
No.
All right. Miss Darkblade, you can sit down for now.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right. I do want to talk to you, Mr. Spector, if you want to approach the podium and be sworn in.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you wacky waving inflatable arm filling tube man and or Kiflum?
I do.
All right. Mr. Spector, I don't typically like this, but I want to just you go down the events of what happened yesterday in regards to the perjury charges in your own words for me, and please don't make it long-winded, and please don't try to point out someone that looks the exact same as Miss Darkblade in the audience. I've seen it done before 20 times by you. I don't want to see it again. So let me know what happened yesterday in your own words.
Yes, sir. So Vivian questioned her about if she had any proof of him having the guns on him. She responded saying that she had body cam rolling, and when she searched him, she saw that the seven FNXs were on him. During cross examination, I asked if she can confirm that she had the body cam. She said she did. I asked if I asked if she searched him. She said she did, and then I asked if she had the body camera available so that we could see it, and then she said no, and then I waived for her to be struck from the record for perjury.
All right. So
And
you
Judge
asked
Stewart.
for her to be struck from for it because she perjured herself because she didn't have the body cam.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. And Miss Darkblade, I know I just asked you to sit down. Just a quick question. Was it ever asked by you if you searched said person?
It was asked if it was asked that if I was searching him. However, I searched him at the courthouse, which is what I thought we were talking about at the time. As was if I had if it was a general statement in which if I had searched the suspect, which I did inside the courthouse.
Gotcha. All right.
Just for the record, it was cleared up during that court case that we were talking about at the scene, and she still confirmed that.
Gotcha. But let me be clear. The scene, are you're talking about the scene of the actual crime
Yes,
where they
of the
arrested the
actual
individual?
crime.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Not the whole incident in itself, from the scene to the
No.
courthouse. I understand.
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. Nothing further from you. You can go. Well, actually, Attorney Mayor Dr. Rhodes, do you have any questions for Mr. Spector?
Just a few.
All right. Stand up and approach and ask your questions away.
Hello, Paul.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi. I just have like one question. Did you take any steps to clarify that your question was to avoid any confusion?
What do you mean?
Like, did you make it clear enough for my client to make sure that she understood the question that you were asking her during yesterday's court case?
I believe so. I believe I explained it decently, and I left it open ended, so I wasn't leading her onto answering any sort of
Was
way.
it your intent to confuse my client with how the question was framed?
No, not at all.
Um, if you thought there was misunderstand, never mind. No. That was it. I'm sorry.
All good. All right. I don't think I have any other questions. Mr. Spector, you can go sit down. Alrighty. I don't think I need to hear anything else. This is my last chance for LSPD folk, or I guess the Blaine County Sheriff's Office. I don't know why you would have anything to say. But does Commissioner Time or any officer, even if that's you, Miss Fleur, if you have any lasting comments on what happened yesterday? All right, so I'm going to count down from 5. If not, I'm going to assume not. 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, BCSO has something to say.
Oh, good gravy. All right, approach.
Move out the way, fat ass.
That's not very nice.
I just think she shouldn't have been sent to prison with a known convicted felon. That's all I have to say.
Well, no shade to you, Darkblade, but at that point when you got perjury, you were also a convicted felon. So, to be fair, 2 felons can exist in prison.
Your Honor,
Anyway.
Move out the way.
I gotten shanked.
Oh, well, I mean, that's terrible. And maybe, there should be increased security at the prison. Maybe the BCSO, that has a big problem with the courts, should staff it better. But we can talk about that later. Maybe we could push something to help out in the prison so injuries like that do not occur. All right. I think I have everything I need. I'm going to just take a moment to deliberate in the back. Please do not dance this time. It was fun watching it for the first 5 minutes. It was annoying after the first 7. All right. I'll be right back, and I'll give you guys my decision. Right. In the matter of 24-233, State v. Darkblade, I am granting this appeal. It is clear that Attorney Spector used a line of questioning that, while benefited him in his case, which I don't cast judgment towards, he caught Miss Darkblade in a goodness gracious me, semantic battle. It is clear to me that regardless if questions were precise, Miss Darkblade was confused and flustered by this questioning. While I do think there should have been further questions asked by Miss Darkblade to clarify what was being asked of her, I don't think it's fair to hold that against a person when ultimately her answers wouldn't have provided any difference into the outcome of the case. Let's be clear for all. The courts have been and continue to be against any body camera footage being used to argue a case by LSPD, BCSO, and citizens alike. Ms. Darkblade, you are no longer a felon. Congratulations. I am asking LSPD to return your $2,000 fine. However, I am not having them repay your time served. I will ensure the courts owe you that time served back, which is $250 per month for a total of $5,000 and $750. There's no further information from me. Ms. Darkblade and your attorney, you'll stay back alongside a representation from LSPD to get your fine back. And there's nothing else further from my end.
Let's go, Kinsley!
Let's go. About time LSPD won.
Dayton here with a post courtroom interview from the defendant here. And I'm just going to ask her a few questions, and we'll let her on her freedom, lovely way. So, do you believe the charges brought against you were justified?
I do not believe that they were justified here or justified in general.
Just in general, do you believe that they should have even been put onto your person?
No, I do not believe they should have been put onto me.
So what exactly were you allegedly charged with?
Perjury.
Could you maybe explain to the camera they couldn't fully understand what exactly was said to make someone think, oh, this she's perjurizing herself?
Basically, I got asked if I had body cam footage of our
Is
suspect
anybody
being
available to
searched.
assist Drew?
Either way, body cam footage is not admissible in court.
Are you happy with the results of your court case?
I mean, yeah, I would be happy. I mean, I would like to not be a felon, you know?
Yes, as many of us would like not to be. So I'll leave you off with what would you say to other people that were maybe put into your position? What should they do?
Fight it.
I heard it here, folks. Fight the system, fight the courts, fight the police.
Okay,
This has been-
whoa.
This has
I
been
didn't say
Elmer
that.
Dayton with IJJ News. I'm so glad we got to do this interview. I thank you for answering my question, and maybe I extended on some of your answers a little bit, but
Just a little bit.
I appreciate you doing this interview. Thank you a whole lot.